welcome to this week's episode of Honestly Smartless. I'm Chelsea Toronto.
And I'm Dr. Lindsay.
And welcome.
Each week we are just two dumb girls chit-chatting away. Sometimes they're smart, always hilarious. Yay!
Well, welcome back. You've been gone what feels like forever.
I know. I'm finally back for a full week.
And then?
Well, then we're going to tell you next week.
Okay, good. I was like, do not tell me you're leaving me again.
I'm leaving again.
This time I'm in tow.
That's right.
This time I'll be in the backseat
of my new car.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Okay, let's get to a cuddly critter. So this week's cuddly critter, it's not just one, it's a group. It's a group of orcas, aka killer whales. And they were filmed giving seaweed massages to each other. So one orca grabs seaweed, then goes up to the other orca and rubs bellies with the seaweed in between. As they say it's a massage.
Like a seaweed scrub.
Yeah, sounds like foreplay.
Oh.
And they're also known to wear salmon on their heads.
Oh my gosh, you must have been dying when you saw that.
I know, like these killer whales are so kooky. So, yeah, they love a sensual massage just as much as anyone else.
When you go to the spa, those specialty treatments, like the Dead Sea
Scrub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want one of those.
I thought you didn't like massages.
I am not compelled to get one often.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not repulsed when I get one.
Okay. You just don't choose to do it. Yeah.
When I get it, I'm like, well, I should do this more often.
I know. Same. I don't do them a lot either.
It's kind of like facials. I don't do them enough.
Same.
I'm just like, well.
So did you do any shopping this week?
I don't think so. All of my money is going towards pickleball coaching.
Which we'll get into that. Let me just tell you, I only bought one thing this week, and it was a swimsuit because I'm an idiot, and I went to Florida without packing the swimsuit.
I'm a freaking idiot.
So I'm halfway to the airport, and it dawns on me, fuck, I did not bring a swimsuit. So I'm thinking, okay, fine, I'll just get one at the hotel gift shop. So we're staying at the Ritz/JW compound.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I go into the gift shop, and I'm looking at the bikinis. The top was $195.
Yikes.
The bottom was $200. Like, a swimsuit is going to cost me $400. That's insane. So thank God Uber delivers me a Target swimsuit 30 minutes later.
Which one did you get? And exactly what time did you buy that? Because we in parallel universes may have been buying a swimsuit at the exact same moment from Target.
Between like 3 and 4 o'clock on a Friday.
Oh, I think I bought mine on Saturday at 11.
Yeah, then it got delivered right to our hotel.
That's so dope. That's a great use of technology.
Right?
I'm so impressed by you. I'd be like, I don't know. You know what I would have done? I would have taken an Uber to Target.
I was thinking about that. It just seemed like too much of a hassle.
Yeah. Wow, that's brilliant. That's like that one time I went to get not a donut, a bagel, equally as bad. And it was the one place where like, we don't take Apple Pay. So what did I do? I sat outside Bagel Brothers and had them deliver it to me. I probably ended up paying 3 times as much as I would have.
Of course.
But I was like, I want a bagel now.
Yeah, let's talk about pickleball.
Let's talk about it.
How's it going?
Not great.
What?
Well, I'm working hard at it. I continue to work hard at it. I don't know.
Well, you got a new coach.
I got a new
coach. So I feel like things are on the up and up.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty excited. This coach is right up my alley. You know what I thought about this coach? Let's okay, great. He's a pickleball coach. He's 20, early 20 something. He's a former pickleball pro. His personality is a carbon copy of my own, and I really appreciate him. Why? I could give you a number of reasons. I'll give you 2. One of which his vernacular. He's like, why are you fucking doing that? And I was like, I love you so much. And at first he was like, you don't really smile a lot. I was like, no, I'm trying to keep it together and not show you how much I enjoy your company.
Yeah.
All right. So the real reason that I can sum it up, this is why this guy and I work. I was like, hey, I get really worked up on the court when I miss the shots. I don't know how to walk it back. And I just get like the negative talk. And he's like, well, yoga. And I was like, wow, what a great suggestion. That's great because, I do yoga and like, oh, I knew that. And then he crosses around the net and he's like, get fucked. I was like, what?
Even the stranger can sense your dry spell.
Now, the thing is, I went in hoping because he's more expensive, right? Than the guys that I've been currently working with, which is a good indication you want your guy to be expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I went in thinking, is there a way this guy would be down to like trade sex for coaching? And Lindsay, you think it's a bad idea that I say that? Why?
I'm adamantly opposed.
I didn't do it.
Yet. You can pay for a lesson and have sex with him.
Yeah.
Because if you start hooking up with him for a free lesson, I feel like he's not going to take it as seriously. And he's not going to give you the respect that you deserve on the court. He'll just be like, sweet, another hot chick wants to hook up with me. Sure, I'll give her a lesson whenever I have time. You're not going to be top of the list. He's not going to take your goals for what they are. And also, the community of pickleball in Denver is very small. You don't want to be the ones where they're talking about like, yeah, I'm hooking up with this chick for free lessons. Because they all know you.
They do know me already. Everywhere I go, they know me. Yeah. However, what's great about this relationship is that it's a real beta when interacting with a hot guy because he can't quit me. As long as I continue to pay, he will continue to be interested.
Yeah. So you're buying his attention.
Yeah, I'm buying his attention. It's also a good beta, like the amount of texting, the response time, who texts last, does anybody double text?
Okay. So you're taking this into real life dating scenario, trial and error.
Cool. And everybody knows 3 days that I'll be obsessed.
Exactly.
And then I'll get it over. However, what I wanted to do was be like, maybe we should just get it out of our system. And let's just bang now. If he's listening, I don't really think you're that great.
You're fine. But this is the most hilarious thing that happened out of this lesson is that he asked you what your goals were.
This is fucking retarded. Don't come at me because this is a national word that they brought back. Don't get mad at me. I don't mean at the harm of individuals who...
We'll get into it.
Okay, goodbye. Yeah. Okay, goodbye.
Okay, so
the most hilarious thing
to come out of this pickleball lesson,
Lindsay's biggest takeaway,
are the goals that Chelsea came home with after the lesson. She goes into the lesson. The whole point is that she wants to be able to hang on the court. Want to do tournaments together. We want to be winning tournaments.
And I did say I want to be a little bit better than my friends.
Yes.
That's not an unreasonable thing to say.
Period. The end. That was it. That's all you've been saying this whole time you've been playing. So she comes back after her lesson and she's like, okay, so the goals are that we're going to be pro by October. We're going to be sponsored and then we're going to get paid. And we're going to be on the pro circuit and we're going to make this much money. And you're along with me. I was like, wait, what? Like, I did not sign up for that.
And then I reminded her of all the times I've been along for her rides. And she went, touche. I was like, knock it off. We are on this ride together. You're welcome. We get to go on kooky rides.
That's right.
We are here for content.
I was just like, what did he say during the lesson where it was like
such a hard on? I just wanted to rub up and down his body real bad. And then I was like, Chelsea, pull your shit together. He coaches women and being charismatic is literally what they do. And I am paid to be charismatic. So you have two service industry folks. Anyway, to answer your question, I don't know. I got real turned on and I blacked out. I will pay for your company indefinitely. It's probably what I was thinking.
So yeah, I'm gonna tag along to a lesson and see what this guy's all about.
And you'll be like, yeah, I get it. I get that he's like right up your alley. He's got that like Toronto aggression, although he appears to be very religious. I won't hold that against him. He was trying to talk shit to me. He's like, how many crystals do you have in your room? I was like, none, except the one that cleanses the room before you walk in. He's like, see, I told you. I was like, fuck off. I was like, so what if we believe in things we can't see? Meanwhile, he's got to cross this big... You mean to tell me you don't believe in things you can't see? motherfucker. I was like, that's fair. I know it's fair.
Mhm.
Yesterday, he's like, how did your open play go? And I was like, 3.8 out of 5. And I was like, well, that's very specific.
If you know anything about me, you know I like to rate everything on a scale of 1 to 5.
Especially things we're trying to track progress with.
Mhm, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So watch out for our next sponsor. It will definitely be a pickleball company. It's fun. I love it. It's great.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's not retarded. Speaking of that word, Joe Rogan has brought it back.
Ugh.
And CNN wrote a whole article about how we're bringing the R word back.
How do you feel about it?
I used to say it a lot
I
as
know.
a child.
I gotta tell you.
Like a lot. Like we said it a lot. And one of my friends did have a sister who was disabled. Like that. Yeah. And she was like fine with it. So I feel like it depends on the company you keep, you know?
So
who's going to be offended?
You and I can back and forth.
Yeah.
Retard. Don't you just want to get it out of your...
just like, it really hits the spot when you're being such an idiot.
I know. I don't know why it's so satisfying to say that word. Like, it's a hard word. It's like the C word.
Well, I could live without the C word.
Yeah.
C word's dirty.
It is dirty. However, younger folk are making it not dirty. Oh, this is a fun game. Okay. This is a game I came up with. There are certain phrases that a woman can say that a man can't say. Think sexual or just like...
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to win at this game.
It's not winning. All right. For example, I often say I blew my load early on, which means leave it all on the dance floor a little too early.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Or suck my dick. It's weird when women say it, but somehow we can get away with it.
Yeah, it seems funny. Eat me. Yeah, if it's coming from a guy, it's definitely in a bad way.
Oh,
If
yeah.
it's coming from one of our Gen Z girly girls,
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
Right.
And what you love to call people a pussy.
Oh, yeah. See, you were able to contribute to this.
Mhm.
I do love... I swear to God, that's why that like guy, the comedian of heroism and the monkey bars,
Mhm.
I call him a pussy, and I wonder if that's what...
That's what did it in. I was like, ooh, we cannot hook up. You just call me a pussy.
There's a couple of things.
Okay. Also speaking of inappropriate things, on Instagram, the reel's been sending me, the AI is getting out of control.
What the fuck is happening to my feed? It knows. My feed knows that I like...
You like Downsy and retards
and booger sugar. Okay. I like the name Booger Sugar my whole life because at the time my husband would say, what did he used to say? I don't like cocaine. I just like the smell of it. That and booger sugar. It's like...
But your feed is getting taken over by this AI ape.
Is it possible that AI is making this for me?
Probably. That's not showing up on my feed.
Okay, let me explain. So there is this ape, a gorilla in the woods, which first of all, it's not like tropical woods. He's in the forest and he's got a selfie stick. So he's vlogging and he's like, he's like, hey, I'm here with Downsy. Now, if you've ever seen me live, one of my bits is nobody wants to hook up with me because my boobs are like chicken cutlets and my eggs are Downsy.
Mm-hmm.
We used to call my eggs Downsy until people were like, "Well, that's not appropriate." Hey, they're my fucking eggs.
I can call them what I want.
I can call them whatever. They're scrambled, so fuck off. Suck my dick.
Stop being such a pussy.
Anyway, so this ape, this gorilla, is like, "Hey, I'm here with Downsy." And the white kid's like, "Meh." He's like, I have a gallon bag of booger sugar and Downsy's going to try it. Let's see what happens. He comes back on the screen. His eyes are bloodshot and he's running. And he's like, Downsy did all the booger sugar. And now he says he likes being high because he's tired of always being down. I'm sorry. Tell me how that's not funny.
Wow, like that was funny. This ape is funny.
This ape is fucking hilarious. So we've jumped the shark.
We've lost the plot.
Oh yeah, that's a great way of saying that. I should just say we've lost the plot. Oh, and the little kittens and the dogs. Jesus Christ.
The golden retriever trying to commit suicide, saved by the fat cat, and then they plot to murder the fat pig that was bullying him, and they blow him up, and then they eat him.
I'd rather take Downsy and the ape. Are we going to be canceled for this? Again, I do not mean it to offend people who have serious disabilities. I'm not in the business of doing that.
Right.
But it is a word that existed that you took away from us. It was like the godfather, the OG of woke society.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the world is going to hell in a handbasket, right?
Yeah.
People are looting. They're doing heinous crimes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking back retard, okay? That is the one thing I'm dying for. I miss the word. I miss it a lot. And like Johnny, he said it. And I was like, he's 26. He said it. It's okay. Now I know my friend Sarah, the best human being I know.
Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry, Sarah. We have said that so many times.
So she does occupational therapy with a lot of people with disabilities. And she does feel very strongly about that word. Am I potentially losing that friendship? I sure hope not. But she did kind of chastise me a little when I said a year ago when I said I was excited to start talking about retards again.
You know what? I think mainstream podcasting, Joe Rogan, biggest podcast in the world. And of course, he's known for having off-kilter views. But if he's saying it, he's not getting canceled.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's honestly, canceling is so dumb anyways. What, people are going to be mad at us? Okay.
Just be mad. I mean,
just be mad. Yeah. Oh my God. Speaking of people being mad, the second we talk about Meghan Markle, people are losing their shit. And if you listened to the full episode and context, you feel bad for her because she's making bad decisions. I like her.
You're the only one in America that likes
her. I am. I'm a big fan of her.
You should send her a DM or post a thing and tag her.
I try. I tag her in everything that I talk about.
Hey.
So last week when we were talking about her, I posted a clip on TikTok and it's hilarious because the Meghan lovers, this is the comments that they say. They're like, the jealousy is oozing out of the jowls in your face, you middle-aged meanies.
Who said that?
Like a random on TikTok. Or you two dumb bitches need to leave Meghan alone. Oh yeah, these are all on our TikTok. It's like, you white people just can't get Meghan out of your mouth. And then funny how two middle-aged white women need to try to drag Meghan to stay relevant. Maybe focus on yourselves. Bitterness causes wrinkles. And let's just say you can tell you two are full of it.
Oh, shit. I could have done without hearing those.
I was like, what? That's
Did you come back and be like, no, we like her?
I'm like, no, actually, I'm a really big fan of hers. If you would watch the whole thing.
Well, thanks for engaging.
But it's just so funny because people aren't even attacking what we're saying about her. They're just attacking our looks, which means that you actually have nothing to say. So keep going. First of all, we're not middle-aged. Second of all, we don't have wrinkles. We pay a lot of money to not have wrinkles.
That's mean.
I know. But you know what? It just means that we're ruffling some feathers and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
A bunch of retards out there.
You're so retarded. I'm sorry people are mad.
I know. Are they like, why do you keep talking about her? Because I'm obsessed.
I know you are obsessed. And that's okay. I'm obsessed. Don't take it so personally. It's not about you.
Also, weird sexual things. The Instagram moms and their daughters and the moms who are mommy bloggers and sexualizing their little girls.
Yeah.
That seems to be popping up a lot.
It is. And I feel strongly, particularly when it comes to adult women and their mothers, I am so sus when the mom is skinny and pretty. I don't know why. It just doesn't sit right. Like, no mom is like that.
I don't know. There's some skinny and pretty moms.
Not very often. And if you are in the frame, you've been pimping your daughter like an almond mom since the day she was born. My mom's not a skinny hot mom.
Neither is mine.
And that's real.
Well, of course. Yeah, she wouldn't be hot and skinny if she wasn't on Instagram.
Exactly. I just feel like the mom's super thirsty.
Oh, 100%. And then she can make double the money if she puts her daughter also on Instagram.
Yeah. Then what happens when You have these moms where their daughters specifically are like 3 years old and they're in the farm and the baby's holding the baby chicks and it's so cute.
Mhm.
And she's in the little dress with a petticoat. What is going to happen when she's 5?
That's when it starts to take a turn.
And I feel bad because these moms think this moment in time is going to last forever, and it does not.
I can see they want to make a lot of money all at one time and maybe be done. Obviously, your kids are not giving consent to be on camera. That's the whole thing, is that if you're using your children to make content, you need to set aside that money because that's theirs when they turn 18.
It should be.
Mhm.
It should be their college fund or whatever.
I think that's a law that they made in California.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. That if you're using your children on vlogs, then you have to pay them for it.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's the right thing to do.
Exactly.
Somebody needs to pay us too.
I know.
What the fuck?
It's actually a law that we have to get paid.
Everyone is so enamored with this podcast. Almond milk has sugar.
Sure does. It's my only carb that I have.
Ha ha ha. Speaking of which, carbs. I'm out last weekend with the girls from work and someone gets drunk and she's like, whatever, I'm not 110 pounds.
You wish you were.
I was like, who is?
Yeah, who is? Where?
No one at this table is. She's like, I can't be skinny. Not everybody can be skinny like you. Why do you think I'm so aggressively trying to get those tips at the host stand? This shit is not free. And Olivia was saying, don't say that. I have nothing to hide. I told all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, long story short, trying to skinny shame me.
I know. That's what happens.
I'm not that skinny.
I think because you're skinnier. Don't take it personally.
I really like her as a person. So
speaking of needles, did you see that in France?
Oh, what the fuck is that all about?
Yeah,
I hope it was Ozempic.
I hope so. Someone's going around stabbing girls with needles.
And women.
And women. What is that about?
I don't know. I gotta know what's in there.
I know. Same.
One time when I was working in the South Bronx, I splurged and got the gypsy cabs.
Okay.
You're taking your life into your own hands with one of these. These are the old Crown Buick.
Oh.
Yeah. And like one tire might have a donut on it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Like at that point, you're just trying to get the fuck out of the Bronx as fast as possible, right? Because it's such an undertaking to get back into the city. Anyway, I hailed this cab. It was an afternoon when community resources had booths and gave away candy or lollipops or bullshit, trying to foster goodwill between the cops in the South Bronx. Yeah.
How'd that work out?
Not well, because there was a shooting and all the children came running towards me. And rather than be like, come this way, children, I ran. I ran.
You shoved them back towards the gunshots and ran the other way.
I knocked over the table and then ran. Didn't get my materials, nothing. So I hopped in that gypsy cab, and as I got into it, the leather had been pulled away, and now all you have is like the foam that's under the seat, and sticking out of it, a hypodermic needle. I slid in trying to avoid being shot.
Yeah.
And I sit in, and it's literally like right here next to me. I almost sat on it.
Oh my God.
And so did I get out? No, I just scooted towards the window. So somebody ripped out the lining, then stuffed it in the stuffing to come out.
Huh. Wow, that is wild.
Wild ass shit.
Ugh. I hope these people are getting Ozempic or a B12 shot.
Or just a little taste of Molly, but I don't think Molly comes in that form.
I don't think so either.
Fentanyl probably does.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Have you been watching Black Mirror?
Yeah, I watched it because I saw that you wanted to talk about it.
Yeah. The episode, there's a food scientist. She's in research and development, and
you're referring to episode 2, Bête Noire. I just want to give some context because I didn't know which episode.
Oh, yeah. That's good because I didn't know the title.
Bête Noire.
Bête Noire.
I'm sorry, please.
Okay. So Monica is top dog at the research and development food lab. Then all of a sudden her high school foe gets a job at the research and development lab.
Foe?
Yeah.
F-O-E?
Yeah.
Or nemesis?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Words.
When her enemy starts working at this company, weird things start to happen to Monica. She's not remembering things correctly.
Also known as the Mandela effect.
Yes.
A good example of a Mandela effect that's happened to us in our own lives.
Oh, like the Monopoly man has a monocle. He does not.
Oh.
Mhm.
How about the Berenstein Bears?
Yep, that's the top one.
The Berenstein Bears went to the Berenstein Bears. Yeah, they took the EIN out, didn't they?
Yep. Or the phrase mirror, mirror on the wall. It's actually magic mirror on the wall.
Fuck that. It's never been magic mirror on the wall.
Someone's going crazy. But it turns out that this girl from high school, she has this pendant that she wears around her neck, and she presses the button, and everything that she says, she speaks it into existence. For example, the almond milk in the break room, someone kept drinking the almond milk, and this girl was getting so pissed at the foe. She drank the almond milk, and she spoke into existence, I did not drink the almond milk. My enemy did. And so they roll back the film, and there she is, Monica, the girl that we're cheering for, drinking the almond milk. That's wild. So she has this crazy pendant where wherever she does, she like messes with the physics and like quantum and timelines and stories. Strings are being pulled. So whatever she says, it comes true. So what would you do with that power?
Honestly, Smartless, top one.
Number one podcast in the world.
We just beat out Joe Rogan.
We want that $100 million deal at Sirius XM, like Call Her Daddy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're so much better than Call Her Daddy.
Right? I know. I don't like to talk shit about her.
Yeah.
I just feel like we're better.
Like just say this one thing. We're so much better.
Because
that's why I love her. This fucking retard over here.
Two retarded girls just chit-chatting away. We don't script this. It's natural and more relatable. I know people say that she's relatable. I'm not relating. And I guess I missed the boat when she first started.
Maybe we would have liked her more. Well, there is one scene in the movie at the end when the two ladies are duking it out. And there's a portrait on the wall where the protagonist is painted as a goddess or a deity, and there are men bowing at her feet. So that was the very first thing she did.
Yes.
When she got this pendant. And I gotta tell you, that's what I feel like when I come. That I am a goddess and everyone wants to be with me.
You're the empress of the universe.
So to answer your question, that would be the second thing I did, was to make the world love me.
I love that. You don't even have to work that hard. You don't even need the magic pendant for that. I would have a dog that lives forever.
Yeah, of course.
And ever and ever.
Real quick wrap up of my mom. She's getting better.
She's moving out soon.
I know. But I'm like,
are you feeling conflicted about her moving?
I think those are the words I'm trying to get out. Because she said she's going to stay with this strange woman until she gets better. If you think you're going to be more comfortable there. She's like, I'm just trying to honor your timeline. And I was like,
you got what you asked for.
Okay. This is not the place to worry about stressful things.
Anyways, back to nonsense.
Yeah. This is where we live.
Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom are breaking up.
They are?
Yeah. You know what the final straw was?
The space shuttle?
Yeah.
Why so?
Because he's like, you're a dumb bitch. Why did you go to space?
Because that was
nonsensical. Lauren Sanchez.
That was her bachelorette party. That's what they say. That was Lauren.
That was definitely not the bachelorette party.
Yes, it was. That was the bachelorette party. She invited all of her celebrity friends. The only person missing was Meghan Markle. And that's what they did. It's true.
Okay, maybe that was like part one of the bachelorette party. Because then she had another one after that. She'll have another one after that.
No, but like that was one of the activities.
Oh my God.
And they all should have worn t-shirts under those spacesuits.
Lauren and Jeff.
2025.
We're in the race for space. Also, speaking of those two, they're getting married this weekend. Lauren and Jeff on this tiny little island in Italy where nobody lives. I think 11 people live on the island. So they're closing down the whole thing and they're having it at some like cathedral of some kind. And Italy's mad about it. They're trying to ban them from doing it. Because honestly, if I were them and their wedding planner, I would have planned their wedding in Dubai, where it makes way more sense to have a bunch of millionaires and billionaires taking over. I think they have more space for that. They're more forgiving to have an invasion of 200 people, or I would buy land in Montana, like 50, 100 acres of land, build a wedding structure, build a whole compound for the entire wedding. You can have it super private. You can do whatever you want and rent it out.
I think that's a great idea. Can you imagine planning my third wedding? That would be so fun.
I could also see like a boat or a yacht.
Yeah.
Maybe like a mini yacht.
Well, he just bought her a new one.
Yeah. Why didn't they have the wedding on the yacht? I guess they're probably sick of it. They're like, we're always on the yacht. This is so lame.
I imagine. What would she do if she had the pendant? Nothing.
I think she already had the pendant. Look at her life.
I know.
She has one.
In the movie, the protagonist is like, I'm bored. I've done literally everything.
Exactly.
She's coming back to like her childhood trauma.
She's like, I didn't get revenge on all my enemies yet, so let's go there.
That's horrible. What else do you want to say before we wrap it up?
I want to say congrats to the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
Oh, yes, for getting 450% increase from what you are currently being paid.
So that's about $15 an hour to about $75 an hour.
Wow, you really did it. Yay. Fuck those guys.
I know. I'm like, really? You should be on salary. Honestly.
I say we. They make so much money that benefits that organization. Fuck
they should be getting some kind of contract through the Netflix deal and be getting like a back end deal.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. But good for them. They're making more money.
Hey, I watched that Brett Favre documentary.
Oh, how was it?
Well, he's not great.
He's not.
That's too bad.
I know.
He's like Diddy, where he was under the radar. Everybody loved him. Next thing you know, he's horrible. It must be very hard for his wife to stay with him.
His oxy addiction got the best of him.
You know, they didn't mention that at all.
Are you serious?
They mentioned nothing of it.
Oh my God. That is literally years of his life playing and his career where he was addicted to oxy.
I was so disappointed they didn't talk about it.
Oh my God.
All they talked about was him misappropriating social welfare funds.
Oh, yeah.
His daughter's so pretty.
His daughter's really pretty. His wife is really pretty.
Yeah. So the woman he was sexually harassing looked just like her. A cuter version.
Exactly.
Especially after she got her nose job.
I guess I haven't really heard much about his documentary. So thank you for the recap.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be 4th of July if we didn't talk about the submissive. No. What's the sub?
The submissive?
Titan.
Oh, submersive. I thought we were going down like bondage and like dub, like sub dom. I was like, what are we talking about?
I don't see those in the notes.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's not scripted.
That's okay. Yes, the Titanic submersive.
Yeah, so that happened 3 years ago now.
Wow, it's been that long.
4th of July weekend. I just remember every 4th of July. It's
Happy anniversary.
Shark Week.
Did you learn anything new in the documentary?
I didn't realize how incompetent.
He was playing with the N64 controller, basically.
A great indication. They never passed the test.
The materials were not made for going that deep.
It was terrifying because like the only equipment that really accurately measured what was happening was this soundometer.
Oh,
so it looked like a polygraph. So they're charting the noises. What they're hearing are the pops of
the fiberglass.
Bing, 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 bing. So this thing is fucking coming undone mid-trip.
Yikes.
Because it can't withstand the pressure of the ocean. They need to get to 4,000 meters and they can only get as far as like 3,700.
Oh my God. So they really should have been like, hey, come back up.
Oh, everybody was. Everybody was.
Oh, okay.
He just blatantly disregarded. He is, I don't know, what's the word? A sociopath? No matter what cost, he was going to get down there. He wanted fame and fortune. He wasn't going to stop regardless. It wasn't like insured or classified or given the stamp of like safety approval. Nothing.
Wow.
He had such a hard on for
being the first commercial one to make it down there. Something like that.
He's like, oh, me and James Cameron.
Just jerking each other off down at the bottom of the ocean.
We We got to Titanic. Rose. Jack. Jesus. You guys, you're so retarded. So it's actually very scary to watch it.
Okay, I'll be.
I wish we could have seen the GoPro version of it exploding.
Right.
Not really.
Not really. Like, no.
But no one was surprised. This guy said, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's a mathematical certainty that this will explode.
So then when they were playing pretend and looking for the submersive for a couple of days, what was that all about?
They were just going through the motions.
Oh, okay.
Of course you have to go through the motions.
We needed a media frenzy. We needed something to hold on to and something to watch for a couple of days and holding out hope that they were still alive.
Oh,
We need a summer sensation.
we do. I can't wait to see. Oh, we already have one. It's called War.
Yep.
Wow. No one even cares.
I know.
No one gives a shit.
No.
Okay, even if you survived, you can't survive in 4,000 meters.
No.
You guys could barely survive 100 feet down.
Right. No, you literally implode into pieces. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's a great visual to end on. Make sure you share this episode with all of your besties, especially Alex Cooper, Dave Portnoy, anyone know at a podcast company, media company. That would be awesome. And like, subscribe, follow at Honestly Smartless, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever your podcast, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Was this good?